Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your April read. I hope you survived the very transformative month of March with joy and happiness and peace. It's been quite a transformative time. We are going to be seeing some of the influencing energies that we felt in March coming into April as well. And I don't know about you, but wow, Mercury retrograde has hit me quite hard this time. I'm normally okay through Mercury retrograde, but I did reads for everyone for the end of March, and I've been doing all of my April reads, and I've had no internet for over a week. So all of those end of March reads had to get canned, unfortunately. And then my April reads have been taking literally a week to upload on my hotspotting phone because I have no reception where I am either. So and I also mucked up. Something went wrong with 4 of my videos, so I'm having to redo them. It's been quite a fun Mercury retrograde, but that's beside the point. Hopefully you've been surviving well with the Mercury retrograde. That's going to be continuing for a little while. Plus we have Venus retrograde going into April as well. We had the solar eclipse at the end of March and Neptune moving to Aries, so all of that's influencing our energies going forward. Let's see what's going to come up with the cards. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross spread, so this popped out as I was shuffling just then. I shuffled the oracle cards as well, so I'll be pulling those before we start. Wow, whoa, big energy, Sagittarius. This is really cool. Yes, so once I've pulled with the Rider-Waite Tarot, I will, wow, okay. I'll be using the Wild Reflections Tarot deck to pull some clarifiers. Look at all these major arcana. Holy cow, Sagittarius. This is incredible. Okay, bottom of the deck you have the 7 of Pentacles, reevaluating things. I'm not surprised given the big energies going on for you right now. You are going to be reevaluating some things. Let's start though with the oracle cards. So from our Enchanted Forest Oracle, wow, we have antlers. Embrace the cycle of life, death, and rebirth without fear. That's pretty appropriate given the cards that we have, including the death card for death and our rebirth with the judgment. That's wow. Okay. It's a really beautiful card, and this is definitely saying that you're going through some kind of cycle, some endings and new beginnings. This card popped over for you in the Spirit Animals Oracle. You have Messenger with the beautiful hawk. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Wow, really powerful. You've got some changes coming in, but it is about sending you higher and receiving these intuitive messages so you can actually plot your path and rise above the fray below. Now, looking at this read, so as I said, 7 of Pentacles, you are reevaluating things. The Pentacles are about your material world, so this could be about career or home. It's something within your physical reality that you're reassessing. You're having a look at where you are, where you've come from, where you want to go from here. This is the energy for the overall read, along with these oracle cards. So I'm not getting any kind of specific response about this, but this is letting you know that all of this that's happening with all these major arcanas, everything that's going on, this is putting you into a state of reevaluating your world, your physical reality, because you've got some big energies that are probably happening at an internal level as well as in your material world. So it's going to be shifting things quite significantly, and it will be pulling you into that state of reevaluation. Interesting. Look, you have the sun in your recent past, which is absolutely beautiful. What an incredibly auspicious way to see in April, because this is the energy that's going to be pushing you forward through this row of trajectory, this forward motion through April. So I don't know what specifically this is referring to, this sun energy, but it's brought in some kind of joy. There's been some kind of success recently. And this is kind of the foundation for your commencement through April. And to have the Emperor right alongside it in the heart of your spread, you are really, really stepping up, Sagittarius. He's the ruler of his domain. He's the master of his reality. He's the Emperor. This is where you're sitting right now, or at least where you're going to be sitting through April. Whatever is coming in for you, you have a background of success and joy that's allowing you to be the authority in your life. This is a very, very powerful card for the center of the read, for the heart of the read. You have, okay, so the Nine of Pentacles as your challenge card is suggesting to me that you're possibly, there are two ways, or a few ways of seeing this, but what I'm feeling just based on what I'm seeing around these cards is that you are possibly being independent to the extreme. This is a card of independence and owning your world, and there's abundance and security and comfort, which I feel like you're already sort of stepping into that with that Emperor. But in the challenge position, with that independence, you can go a little too far, and it can lead to loneliness or even anxiety if you're having to do everything on your own and you're feeling like you don't have support. So this challenge is just saying it's wonderful that you're stepping into ownership of your world, but leave room to allow people into your life as well, because share this joy that you're carrying with you. You've got an abundance of it, so yeah, let people in. Let yourself share your life with other people when you need it. You don't need to, you can be independent or like as much as you want, and you don't need to let people in all the time. But just keep yourself open to sharing your world with others, people that you care about. Yeah, I mean, this is such a positive read. You have the Six of Wands in your crown, the crown of the read. This is victory, celebration, recognition. Something has happened in your recent past that has brought you to this space of just such power and authority and joy and victory, and you've just got a lot of reasons to celebrate. You're owning your world. People are recognizing you for what you've done, and you definitely have reason to celebrate. And with the Magician in your hidden aspects, you're not just mastering your physical domain. He's the alchemist. He's manifesting. He's bringing in, this is the as above, so below. There is an element of spirituality coming through here, because he does tap into that higher energy and manifest it in the world. But again, this is all about abundance. He's mastered the 4 elements, so he can actually manifest his reality. What I'm feeling with this card is this is kind of the first step that we're seeing towards something a little bit more spiritual, a little bit more internally focused. But he's a very external card, an external manifestation of this energy. But he is recognizing that he's bringing in something higher into the earthly plane, and he has that infinity symbol above his head. So he is intuitive, he's highly intuitive, highly connected to something above. But because it's in the hidden aspects, it hasn't fully manifested yet. You're still feeling quite grounded in the material realm, especially with that Seven of Pentacles as the overall energy for the read. But this will have time to manifest, especially as we move through the read. You'll see that. So I'm almost feeling like this is the first indication that, and it's not a bad thing, it's just that you are so focused in what's wonderful in your life. And it is harder to go internal and tap into your spiritual energies when things are so great around you in the physical dimension. But this card is suggesting to me that this is the first indication that something is going to start shifting a little bit for you from an entirely external focus to something a little bit more inwardly focused. And that's only the first subtle hint of it, because, as I said, he is very externally focused. He's manifesting things in the world. But something is going to start shifting a bit for you. You are still the master manifester. You're still the alchemist of your realm. And with the Queen of Wands in your future, she's also got just that hint of something other than just the material realm. She's got this little black cat. It's sort of a little bit of intuitive magic. And she's the Queen of Wands. She's holding a wand, which is all about magic. And with that sunflower, you're still carrying some of that sun energy from your recent past, and you're becoming this. You're not only this leader. You're becoming a really charismatic authority as well. People are going to be really drawn to you. You're going to be attractive to people, and people are going to want to seek you out for your advice and your insight and your wisdom and your passion and drive and courage and just your vibrancy in life as well, which is all of those qualities that the Queen of Wands embodies. This is all so incredibly positive. Now, the main reason I was talking about that, bringing in the spiritual energy with the Magician, that I could feel that it was hidden but would be coming out, is because you have this incredible, powerful card, the Judgment, in your advice position. And then, of course, we have the Hermit in the outcome, but we'll get to that. So the Judgment is about a rebirth. This is an angel calling the dead back to life. It's my spiritual awakening card, and to have it in the advice position, part of it is definitely saying you are, you're stepping up into this new world that you're creating for yourself. You really are going through a massive rebirth, and apparently, according to astrologers, of which I'm not one, this month is about a rebirth, and it's carrying that transformative energy from March with it. So this is about really embracing this shift, this change, this Antlers card, embrace the cycle of life, death and rebirth without fear. You have this rebirth going on, so embrace it without fear. And I'm really, because I said this is the spiritual awakening card, and because you have this Hermit in your outcome, I'm really feeling like this is also asking you to start bringing in this higher energy, this tap into that spiritual energy, that connection to your authentic self. So while you're dealing with all these amazing things in your physical landscape, don't forget that inner landscape as well. Find your connection to your heart, to your intuition, to your spiritual self, because these cards are saying that is something really important for you going forward, especially when we get to that outcome. In your external factors, you have the Page of Swords. This is a fresh, new inspiration coming in. This could be someone coming into your life, possibly someone younger, or someone with a very youthful, vibrant energy, who's just, I've been getting it quite a bit with the April reads, that this is sort of bringing in the winds of change. This is, but in a really positive, light, inspiring way. He's sweeping through with his sword of truth and carrying with him this drive and inspiring shift in your perspective. So with him right alongside the Queen of Wands, this is someone who's going to recognize you as being this leader and this authority, and it is going to inspire you. Possibly he's going to inspire you to start turning inwards a little bit further, given where you're going. And all of this, again, this is going to be reevaluating your world. I don't know specifically yet if this Seven of Pentacles is going to get you to reevaluate all of these incredible things that you've started already and that you're moving into in your material world. It could just be something that you've had going on previously, but it is something you've established something that you're going to be reevaluating. But whatever this Page of Swords is inspiring you to consider, to incorporate into your life, it does feel like there's going to be a little bit of a subtle shift. I mean, this is the swords of the mind, the logic mind, the thoughts, inspiration. So I feel like this is about going internally, just with everything that's around it. So you've got all this external, vibrant, passionate energy and this Page of Swords, and because you're so grounded, because you're so settled with that Emperor, and you've got the celebration and the magician. And it's actually not a bad thing in some cases to be overly independent, because you have the space and the time to turn within. But don't close yourself off to advice and things that are coming in externally, because this is actually going to be a really powerful driver for you. Especially, you have the death in your hopes and fears position, which is really fascinating. In that position, this says to me that you actually both want change and fear it. You're wanting to bring in this dramatic rebirth, this moment of death before the awakening, because you know that in order to have this awakening, there needs to be something that ends. So it's the ending of that cycle, that birth, life, death, and rebirth. But there is obviously elements of fear when we have dramatic endings. This is something that you're wanting to see coming. You know, you're not wanting to bring in the tower of something dramatic that happens out of the blue, and externally, you're wanting a dramatic ending, and I am again feeling it's quite an internal process that you're going through. That you want a shift to take place and to shed your old skin, but it is also quite scary. So there's going to be a bit of push-pull here, and that's why this advice is about embracing this cycle. I don't think you're going to have any trouble with it. I mean, ultimately, your outcome is this beautiful Hermit card. This is a very independent card. So another aspect, another way of interpreting this Nine of Pentacles is to perhaps not be too caught up in the material. There is still that element of not being too independent. Like, don't close yourself off to people around you, unless they're not helpful for you. But the other part is to this is quite a material card. She's got the independence and abundance, and it's a very earthy material abundance. So don't let yourself get too focused on the material, because all of this spiritual energy is coming in. And this Hermit, he is very independent. He trusts in himself. This is a very internally focused card. This is kind of like the spiritual seeker who goes on a pilgrimage, but he's quite wise, this Hermit. He's lighting his own pathway. He's got a lot of trust in himself. He can only see a couple of steps ahead of him, but that's all he needs, because he knows that where he's going, he'll be led by that light, by his intuition. So your outcome is going to be a time for you to, and I feel like you get to reach this place because you've grounded yourself so solidly back here. You've got the material and emotional support that you've built up over this period of time, and this gives you the space and the freedom to take time out from the world and from your ordinary life to go within and tune into your intuition and open yourself up to this amazing rebirth that you're wanting to bring in. Very, very powerful read, Sagittarius. I wasn't expecting it to be quite so big. The first round that I did for you, the first read that I did, that the video got corrupted or something happened with it, thanks Mercury retrograde, it felt much more grounded in the material. So it was like I was seeing a more expanded version of what was happening here. This is showing me what's happening at a much greater depth, and it's so much more powerful. You've got amazing things coming in for you in your material world, but you are still reevaluating. This is not something being forced on you. You're not being forced to reevaluate. This is a reevaluation because you're wanting this change. You're wanting this shift into this new cycle of awakening, whatever this is. And if you're not a particularly spiritual person, this is about becoming your most authentic self, becoming the you that you always wanted to be, without all of the characters and masks that we wear for the people around us. So you're really discovering who you want to be in the world as you. he's lighting his own path. You know, even if it's not a spiritual path that you're on, he's still lighting his own way. He's not relying on the people around him or on any kind of authority to tell him where to go or what he should be doing or how he should be doing it. I haven't actually decided what I'm pulling on yet. This is such a big read. The first thing I want to pull on is that Seven of Pentacles. I just want to see if there's any more information that I need for that one. Okay, we had 2 cards flip over. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you are making a decision and you are on the threshold of something brand new. I'll put this up here for the moment because I'm not going to pull on that card. Yeah, we'll see. So this is for the Seven of Pentacles. So the Three of Wands, on the threshold of some brand new adventure. He's just taking this moment to pause and enjoy the scenery and just assess before he takes that first step. And that Two of Pentacles, it's like because you're on the threshold of this journey, you are really having to weigh up what you're doing in the material world, which is exactly what this Seven of Pentacles was all about. Let me just pull one more card for that one. We have the Eight of Wands that just popped out. It's this fresh new energy, new direction, information coming in, and sending you off in a new direction. And this is sort of coming from the universe. This is something coming kind of out of the blue, and it's quite fast energy. So what I'm feeling is you may be in this loop for a little while. She's got the infinity symbol with those sunflowers, which are the pentacles in this deck, and you can be assessing, you know, with that Seven of Pentacles for a while, but ultimately something's going to come in fast outside of you. Something's going to come in to show you where to go and what steps to take next. All of this is about trusting your intuition and going within. But what will happen is you'll be in the space that you need to be in. You'll have, you know, trusting this judgment card and being open to all of this transformation. When this comes in, you'll be in the right place to recognize it for what it is. This is also this messenger card. So Spirit is sending you messages. That is exactly what that Eight of Wands is about. So stay open to receive the messages. And those messages that come in, when they come in whatever form they come, whatever this is information, communication, energy coming in, and it's going to sweep you in the right direction. So just stay open to it and you will recognize it when it comes in. I want to pull on that Page of Swords now, since that's in your external factors. So I want to see if I can pull any more information about what's coming in from the external. So because this is coming in externally as well. There's so much internal energy going on, this part of it, but then you've got all of this external energy here and this sort of driving energy going forward. These two fell out together. I'm curious about this Five of Pentacles, but you've got this beautiful Hierophant. The Hierophant is a spiritual authority. This is definitely someone coming in. I understand. So the Page of Swords, it is someone who's come in. He might have a youthful energy and bring in this fresh new inspiration, but he's someone that's going to have a wealth of knowledge, possibly spiritual knowledge, because the Hierophant traditionally is a spiritual leader, but he can also be, a boss, a CEO, someone in a position of authority who's had a lot of experience in his or her position and knows what they're talking about. So they're going to be providing you this advice. They're good advice givers. And this Five of Pentacles, the advice that what they're going to show you is that because this is Pentacles, that they're going to help you to see that it doesn't matter how much wealth or abundance you have in your physical world. If you don't have that inner light, that inner abundance, you can feel left out in the cold. So you can keep accumulating wealth and accumulating abundance externally, but if you don't nurture this inner world, and these sunflowers are shining through a window, and inside, that's the true abundance. So if you don't have that abundance within, or if you don't recognize that it's there, you can still feel left out in the cold. Really, really powerful message there. So whoever this is that's coming in for you, really pay attention to them, because they are going to help you shift your direction. Oh, we had 2 cards flip over. We had, yeah, 6, amazing, 6 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. This is, you're being showered with blessings. Whoever this is that's coming in, they are providing you with some pretty powerful, inspiring, and really, really valuable tools to go to move forward. They are going to bring in this change, this shift into that inner realm. But what you're going to discover, is this your first cup? This is your first cups card. So it's like this is opening your heart up, and suddenly you're discovering all of your passions. This is kind of the daydream card, but in a positive way in this instance. It's showing you all your options, all these things that your heart wants and is open to, and suddenly it's all available to you because the universe is showering you with all of these blessings. That's a really beautiful message there. I don't actually feel like I need to pull on anything else. I kind of want to leave this Judgment and the Hermit card for you to unfold yourself, because it is going to be different for everyone. And yeah, whatever that Magician is when he comes in, that's going to be manifesting some powerful energy for you as well. It's like, I feel like this is going to be a balance for you between what he's manifesting materially and what you have been already manifesting materially, and what you're going to start manifesting internally, because you are bringing in that higher energies into reality once he starts coming to the surface. It's very exciting. So what I'm going to do is actually pull 3, just so you know, I took the bottom card off so we still had it present, and underneath that was the Hierophant again. So that's the second time we're seeing him. It's so really pay attention when this person comes in. What I'm going to do now is pull 3 final messages for you, 3 final cards, just to give you some advice going forward into April. Oh, there's one. The Queen of Swords. Oh, I like that one. The 2 of Swords. Yeah. And the Knight of Pentacles. I like that. And you've got the Lovers underneath. This is a choice that you're making. Quite a powerful choice too. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is very logical. She's got this sort of truth. She cuts through the nonsense to get to the heart of the matter. But the other thing about the Queen of Swords is she's very intuitive, and this sword is pointed straight up to the heavens. So she's receiving spiritual downloads, and it's like this little bird way in the distance. Her mind is free. She's opened up her mind to accept this new information, this new spiritual, the spiritual downloads, and she trusts her intuition. She trusts her logic and her wisdom. She's got a lot of experience. And this is where you're heading. This feels to me like it's sort of that balance of logic and wisdom with that intuition. So you're moving towards this. It's going to you don't have a lot of cups here. This is a lot about trusting intuition. Again, this is, for me, this card is always far more about listening to your intuition rather than a warning about closing off your heart. That is still there, that element of being careful not to close off your heart. But for me, the 2 of Swords is very much about someone it's like she's needing to make a decision. She's trying to decide which direction to go. And she's closing off her emotions and blocking off her senses because they can be too loud for us to hear our intuition sometimes. So she's sitting calmly. She's it's almost a position of contemplation or meditation, and she's crossed her arms over her heart to quiet her emotions. She's got her blindfold on, and this moon in the crescent moon is representative of the High Priestess. This is the intuitive energy, and these swords, just like the Queen of Swords, pointed straight up to the sky so she can receive the information from above that she needs to help her make the decision that she's going to make. And this is very much about this 7 of Pentacles energy. Again, it's also again about that kind of balancing of the 2 realms that you're starting to straddle here, with the very material world and that much more intuitive inner world that's starting to unfold for you. And with the Knight of Pentacles, this is about taking your time. None of this needs to be rushed. This is a This is a big, big journey, and the Knight of Pentacles is very, very patient. He's planted his crops. He just needs to wait for them to grow, put down roots, and become stable and strong and lasting. This is something that's going to last a really long time. So it's fine to take your time, and it's fine to allow it to take its time too. There's no need to rush anything, to make any decisions rashly. You can stick with the old until you've really come to some kind of decision about whether you want to move and in a new direction and follow those Eight of Wands. Again, those Two of Pentacles. Just be wary about being stuck, because the Knight of Pentacles, he looks stationary, but the Knight of Pentacles is still a knight of they're cards of action, the knights. So he's basically standing still, but there's still movement there, and there's still this growth, this potential of growth. It's just very, very slow moving. So allow yourself to be patient and to take your time as things unfold, and allow the universe to take its time, because these are big cycles. Remember the cycle, embrace the cycle of life, death, and rebirth without fear. And I would just add, with patience as well. It's such a big month. My goodness, Sagittarius, I wish you all the best. This is going to be quite a powerful and intense journey for you, but you have got this. Let me just pull up this messenger card again. I want to read this again for you, because you have got this. So, Messenger Hawk, Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. You are absolutely ascending. You've got this, Sagittarius. I wish you all the best.